Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Salem if you are new here, and this is the second video in the Building Your Own Business collection that I have made for you guys. As I said, this is the second video in the collection. The first video is all about finding your perfect manufacturer, so if you're on this journey, I suggest you watch that one before this one. But this one is all about making your tech pack for your designer. So if you did not watch the last video, a little bit about me. I am actually in the middle of working with a manufacturer. I have just gotten my first round of samples in from my manufacturer for my business, Meraki Mentality. I talked more about it in my last video, so if you want to learn more, you can head over there. But I just wanted to provide some credibility with where I'm coming from. I have taught myself how to do all of this. I also am a marketing major, and I am almost done with my degree, so I have some background in some of this stuff just so you guys can actually kind of trust what I'm saying. Also, my background looks a little different today. I am actually at the beach, hence why I'm in a bathing suit. So yeah. Alright, so first things first. After you find your manufacturer, which watch the last video and I give you a whole bunch of tips for that, you're going to want to figure out if your manufacturer will design your tech packs for you for an extra cost or if you want to do it yourself. Side note, if you see me looking down, I have my laptop right here. And I have a whole thing of notes to my right, just to make sure I'm giving you guys the best and correct information. Many manufacturers, I would say almost most manufacturers, will do your tech packs for you as long as you have like a rough sketch of what your idea is. And I am not a fantastic drawer. I'm actually very bad at it. So I just decided to learn how to make the tech packs for myself. But manufacturers will give you the option to have them make it yourself. It will cost you a lot more money because you'll have to go through the whole process of them and all the things they require for their tech packs, and it'll take a lot more time than just making them yourself because you're going to have to work on the time of the manufacturers and like what time zone they're in. I know that talking to my manufacturer, since they're in Bali and I'm in the United States, takes a really long time because when they're waking up to start their day and contacting me, I'm going to sleep. You really have to weigh out your options and figure out if making sure you have a really great tech pack is more important to you, or if you are fine with like teaching yourself how to do it through some of the options I'm going to explain in this video. Also, another side note, this tech pack thing only really applies if you are trying to make the designs yourself. If you're working off your manufacturer's private label and you're just taking their designs and putting your fabric you want or like your logo on it, then this does not apply because they already have the tech packs made for their private label stuff. So this only really applies if you are a fashion designer that is designing your own designs from scratch and sending them off to your manufacturer. If you are taking the second route of trying to learn how to do it yourself, my biggest suggestion is to go online and search up tech pack courses or how to make a tech pack. There are so many resources out there for you guys, it's insane. So the way that I found my tech pack course was going to LinkedIn Learning, which is a fantastic place to go to learn these things. You also get a month for free if you've never used LinkedIn Learning before, so you won't have to pay the I think $35 a month for a premium to get this course. And also having the month time frame gives you a time period of, oh, I have to get this done within a month, which I thought was pretty awesome. So I literally went to LinkedIn Learning and I typed in technical drawing here at the top, as you can see, and they have it for all different types of areas in life, like just drawing skills, animation, blah, blah, blah. But the class that I took is down here, and it's by Robin Snyder. I think I said that right. And she is absolutely amazing. She has all of these courses from beginners to intermediate, and it'll just teach you every single thing you need to know about everything. I'm pretty sure I did this one, the drawing flats, and it has all of these different chapters. I mean, you learn absolutely everything, like the basic t-shirt, a button-down shirt. So I just worked through all of these, and I know it seems a little bit daunting over here, but I promise it goes by pretty fast. As you can see, these videos are only a few minutes long. And also, Robin gives you such good tools to use in her exercise files. I have them downloaded on my computer still, but when you download these, it comes up with all these examples of things that you can use. I highly recommend LinkedIn Learning and taking these courses with Robin. This is not, of course, sponsored or anything by her, but it just is a super, super, super great tool. Okay, so once you kind of take those classes and get familiar with Adobe, you're really going to have to dive in head first with learning all of the different aspects that Adobe has to offer. If you take Robin's course, she will teach you a ton about Adobe and just how to do the simple basic things, because when you open Adobe, it can be kind of scary if you've never done it before. So I'm going to go on here and just show you some of the things that I've made with Adobe and some of the things that I've practiced with to get my skills up in that area. Alright, so this is the bikini that I made for my first collection for my brand. As you can see, it just looks super professional. It has the stitching lines, as you can see here. It has, you know, the backing, and it has the little, oh my gosh, my mind is blanking as to what these are called, but it just has all the details, and it has the logo that I wanted embroidered on the back as well. So this was my tech pack, and this one worked totally fine for my manufacturer. I always added the name of each thing up at the top just so none of us would get it confused. But yeah, this seems like it's kind of scary for anyone that's never done it before, but I promise this really was quite easy and did not take that long once I figured out how to go about it. Okay, so first things first, whenever you're going in to make your first technical drawing, you're always going to want to have a template that looks like this. This one is from the program that I was just telling you about on LinkedIn Learning from Robin and her exercise files. She gives you this for free, and it's a great resource to use. I still use it whenever I'm making my tech packs, so I really, really love it. It just allows you to make sure all of your lines and stuff are proportionate to the human body and to where you're not making a top that's really, really big and bottoms that are really small and it just doesn't line up. It's also a great way to just make sure that everything is proportional and you kind of have a better idea of what it would look like on an actual body. So I'm not going to show you exactly everything that goes into making a technical drawing, but I will kind of go through how to make something simple just to give you an idea. So over here we have the pen tool, which is maybe one of your most important tools. And when you are using the pen tool, you are always going to have these straight lines, and you're probably going to be freaked out a little bit when you first start using it because it's not going to make too much sense, but the straight lines you can always curve and make into something different. So this is going to be a very rough t-shirt that I'm going to make just to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. This is not at all how you would correctly make this. And Robin, of course, on her thing will show you the exact way to make a really good t-shirt, but this is just kind of a little rough rendition of that. So you're going to, after you kind of get your basic t-shirt looking outline, you're going to take the curvature tool, which is right below the pen tool, and you're just going to curve everything. I'll zoom in for you guys. Because like your neckline would not be straight like this. It would be curved a little bit. Your arm length would be curved a little bit. Everything is just slightly more curved than you think. Like nothing is usually super straight. The bottom, the sleeves, like everything usually gets a little bit of a curve to them. So you'll get something that looks like this. And of course, if you learn some of the sneaky tricks and tips that Robin gives in her program, you'll understand like stuff about the rotation tool and about the reflection tool, and it'll make sure that everything is even. And it's super important that you do make sure that everything is even in your tech packs or in your technical drawings, because as a designer, you have that creative freedom, and your manufacturer may not know if you're making a mistake in your technical drawing or if it's that creativity. So for example, if you make a t-shirt and one of the sleeves is longer than the other sleeve, your manufacturer might assume that that is your creative place, like that you're doing that as a creative practice and you're doing that to make your item unique. But in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, no, that was supposed to be even. So you just have to make sure that you're being very clear with the manufacturer in your drawings. Of course, there's a million other things that you can do in this realm of Adobe. You can change the color of your shirt. If I pressed on it, you can change the color of it. And there's just a million different tools. You can put some text on there, like you could put your logo. This is just a little example of Adobe. I just highly recommend you practice with it. There's so many different shapes, and there's so many different things that you can do with the shapes. Another little tip that I have for you with Adobe, and don't take this the wrong way, it's purely just there to be helpful, but you can always find designs that you are kind of into and put them on Adobe and kind of trace them, but just to make them your own. So for example, if you go to Adobe Stock Photos and you search up swimsuit technical drawing, you're going to get all of these tech packs for all of these different types of swimsuits. What you can do here is you can use this as kind of a base to making your own design, because sometimes you just really cannot get that exact line that you want, and it's hard, it's challenging. So if you just go here, you can literally trace one of these things. And I am not saying to steal someone else's design. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this is a great place to start on a design and always just transform it to make it your own. So you could trace this and then change the neckline to make it have a V cut, or change the hip marks so they go up higher. And so this is just a great way to make any sort of design, or even just source inspiration for a design. Coming on here, it just kind of shows you how you can do so many different things, because they have really, really unique patterns. And I know for a lot of people it's hard to make bottoms, so this is just a really cool place to figure that out and do that sort of stuff. So the next little tip I have for you may sound a little contradictory to some of the things that I've said in the past, but it is that it does not have to be 1000% perfect. So whenever I was making my first tech pack, all my technical drawings were really, really, really perfect. In Robin's course, she teaches you how to make perfect designs and perfect tech packs, and it's a great tool to have. Be able to make those things really perfect and really concise and detailed is really, really great, and I suggest you learn how to do it in case you work with a manufacturer that needs that type of detail. But my manufacturer does not need that type of detail. So for example, when I sent my technical drawings to my manufacturer, they took all of the stitching off, and they took all of the extra little details I had added off. I don't know why they did that. I guess it's just so they can have a clearer idea of what I want. So if you can't exactly figure out how to do something, don't just lose your mind. Your manufacturer may not even require you to have it. And also, if you're missing something and your manufacturer wants it, they will simply ask you to go add it to your tech pack. So it's not that big of a deal. But on the screen, I'm going to add a picture of my first bikini that I made, and then a bikini that I made the second time for my second collection. So as you can see, the Meraki suit has all of the fine details, the stitch lines, the logo, it has all those sort of things. But the Alexandra suit just doesn't have those things. Like, I did not add, sorry, I'm looking down at it on my screen, the pictures, but I did not add the stitching because my manufacturer does not need that. And so it really just depends on what your manufacturer needs. And if you have like one line that may be a little bit shorter than the other, or if they're not perfectly symmetric, it is okay. Like, your manufacturer won't know that you want something extremely different unless you state that to them. So it's all about communication. If your tech packs aren't the 100% best, it's okay. It's not a humongo deal. There's a lot more that goes into making a tech pack than just the technical drawing. But for now, I just wanted to focus on that point because it kind of takes a lot of pre-knowledge and a lot of learning to know how to do those sort of things. And that's really all I have for you guys today on learning how to design tech packs, or I'm sorry, I keep calling them tech packs, technical drawings. I hope that this video kind of helped you. The main point here is to really just do the research of finding a place to learn how to do these things, finding a course, finding YouTube videos. There's so many free resources out there, guys. Like, the world is your oyster because we have Google. So please just go out there and look for a manufacturer, look for how to make these technical drawings. If you're too scared because you don't know how, you can figure it out. I did not know how either. I just knew I had a passion for this and a passion for helping the environment with my swimsuits, and I knew that I could get there. So just go out there and figure it out. I promise you'll figure it out and you'll do amazing. So anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you want the next video to be in this collection, and I will be sure to make it for you guys. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram because I'm way more active on there. @SalemA Hair is my username. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.